Blaze Robotics, they've got a gear up to their airship. Blue Alliance has the first rotor turning, and so does Red, just in time. Now we've got into the teleop portion of the match. (21-29) Ultraviolet, they're lining their gear up, getting ready to give it to the Red Alliance. Both Red and Blue have 2 rotors going. (36-33) Catalyst, they're lining up to the loading station, trying to get a gear over back to their side of the field. Orange Crush, they successfully get a gear to their station. The Blue Alliance only needs 1 more gear to get their 3rd rotor going. Looks like they've got it. And the Blue Alliance has got their 3rd rotor turning. Red Alliance only needs 1 more gear to get their 3rd rotor. (21-29), they're trying to get it to them. And it's 157 for the Blue Alliance and 115 for the Red. 30 seconds left in the match. Alliances have dropped the ropes. Their robots are getting ready for takeoff. 30-26, they've almost got it. And they're ready to go. Blue Alliance has 2 robots ready for takeoff. And the Red Alliance has 2. Let's see, can 4198 make it? Oh, almost there. All right, that's the end of qualification match 26. The official score will be out in just a few moments. All right, we got the official score, and it's the Blue Alliance. The Blue Alliance is the winner by 2 points, 257 to 255.
Quick announcement for all of those interested in buying shirts, the mini regional shirts. If you were trying to buy with credit card earlier and were unable, that problem has been resolved. So if you have a credit card, want to buy a shirt, please go to the shirt stand now.
Just a reminder, qualification match number 24 will be replayed at the end of the day. So if you're a team from qualification match 24, you'll be playing again at the end of the last match.
We're going to introduce our teams for qualification number 27. On the Red Alliance, we have team 4239.
Warp Speed from Wilmar.
With them in this match, we have the host team 2169.
Currently ranked number 1, it's King Tech.
And rounding off the alliance, we have 2574.
From St. Anthony Village High School, Robo Huskies.
Over on the blue alliance, starting us off, we have 3848.
From Kenyon, Minnesota, Bots and Shining Armor.
Working with them in this match, 4536.
From St. Paul, it's the Minute Bots.
And rounding off blue alliance, we have 5690.
Sub-Zero Robotics.
Pilots ready for flight. Drivers behind the line, begin the match in 3, 2, 1, go!
Red Alliance has got the first gear up and their first rotor turning. Now drivers have taken control of their robots. 4536 Minute Bots. They've got a gear up to their airship. Red Alliance, they are turning their gears. They're getting their second rotor going. 5690, Sub-Zero, trying to make it to their side of the field with the gear. King Tech, they're lining up against their airship and they're delivered a gear. And Blue Alliance, they're getting their last gear into place and getting their third rotor going. Looks like they've got it. Now it's 130 for the Blue Alliance, 115 for the Red Alliance. Red's catching up. They've got their third rotor going.
Test, test.
56.90 there. They've got a gear up to their airship. We're in the last 30 seconds of the match. The ropes have been deployed from the airship. Minute bots are on their way up on the Blue Alliance. They're ready for takeoff. 2169. King Tech ready for takeoff. We've got one on the red, two on the blue. Can 2574 make it up in time? All right, that's the end of qualification match 27. The official score will be up in just a few moments. All right, we have the official scores in. It's Blue Alliance is the winner, 270 to 255. And the Blue Alliance has 3 rank points. 45-36, the Minute Box have moved up to this number 2 spot.
Qualification match number 28 out of 42. So we're playing to 42. We have one replay coming up following match 42. Let's meet our alliances. Starting on the red side, the always way too serious 4859.
We welcome the robot rolling thunder. It's the Cybers.
And 4277.
Bringing their robot Big Ben to the field, it's the Thingamajiggers.
Wrapping up the Red Alliance with 2531.
With their robot Bert, it's the RoboHawks.
Onto the blue side. With a little different color, we've got 1816.
Coming from Edina, Minnesota, it's the Green Machine.
And some more color from 2491.
From the capital of Minnesota, it's No Mythic.
And wrapping up blue with 6166.
All the way from Holman, Wisconsin, it's Thorobotics.
Just a reminder, if you're having just a fantastic time today, don't want to forget this great event. There are t-shirts available out in the lobby, available for sale. Also, you can go back in time and get a 2015 t-shirt. They got a package deal out there that they're offering. So if you need a mini t-shirt, head on out to the lobby when you get an opportunity. All right, we've got a thumbs up and a green light. Pilots ready for flight. Drivers behind the line in 3, 2, 1, go.
Both Thingamajiggers and 1860 moving towards that middle peg to get that first gear in autonomous. Looks like Thingamajiggers has that gear up and in, along with 1860's gear. Both of them get that first rotor going in autonomous. It is a very close match as we come into teleop. Score of 75-70. Red Alliance currently has the lead. .58.59, the Cybers quickly gets that gear up necessary to get that second rotor going. Thingamajiggers working their way down the field. 1860 looking like they're playing a little defense on Thingamajiggers, trying to slow that alliance down. .1816 working very efficiently, zooming down the field. Blue Alliance working very quickly. They only have 2 gears left to get that third rotor going. Red Alliance not close behind, also has 2 gears left to get that third rotor going. Both alliances working very vigorously to get that fourth rotor going. As we come into endgame here, robots can start to prepare for flight. Pilots vigorously looking to get those ropes deployed. Green Machine is already up and ready for flight, along with their alliance partners, no Mythic. Red Alliance has 2 robots ready for flight as we come into the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. As we close qualification match 28, the unofficial score looks like we have a tie. Looks like the final scores are in. Both airships crossing towards the finish line. It looks like we have a tie. Both Red Alliance and Blue Alliance both scored a score of 255.
Jordan, let's meet our teams for our next match. Starting on the red side, we've got 2667.
Coming all the way from Apple Valley, Minnesota, it's Knights of the Valley.
They are joined by 4778.
Coming all the way up from Chanhassen, Minnesota, it's Stormbots.
And 2846.
Coming from our capital, St. Paul, Minnesota, it's the Fibers.
On to blue, with some blue, we've got 2220.
We welcome back the Robot Scorpio, it's Blue Twilight.
And 2512.
Coming all the way down from Duluth, Minnesota, it's the Duluth East Daredevils.
No giant flag today, 3630.
Bringing in one of the robots, the Minion, it's the Stampede.
Got some pretty awesome pilot dance moves going on up in the airship right now. All right, we've got a green light, we've got a thumbs up. Pilots ready for flight. Drivers behind the line in 3, 2, 1, go.
Both the Duluth East Daredevils and Firebears moving to get that gear in autonomous. Looks like Firebears gets that gear spinning with 2 seconds to spare. As we kick out the teleop period in qualification match 29, 2667 looking to get that first gear on the peg for the Red Alliance to get that second rotor going. Looks like Blue Alliance has what it needs to get that second rotor going, and they spin and it's up and running. 36:30, the Stampede is stampeding down the field to get that gear on that middle peg, to start working on that third rotor. Looks like Duluth East Daredevils releases some fuel onto the field. Looks like Chanhassen and Stormbots looking to play some defense, trying to slow that Blue Alliance down, see if they can keep them from getting that third rotor going. Both Firebears and their alliance partners, 2667, working their way down the field. With 60 seconds left of the game, Red Alliance is winning with a score of 105-95. Plenty of time for the Blue Alliance to cut in on that lead. With 30 seconds left, the Stampede is on their way up. 2220 and These Daredevils are not far behind. Looks like the Red Alliance has all 2 of their robots on their way up to be ready to prepare for flight. It looks like we have 2 Blue Alliance robots ready for flight, along with 2 Red Alliance robots. It is a very close match, with the unofficial score being 245 to 235. Looks like the pilots are racing towards the finish line. Red Alliance crosses first with a score of 245 to 235. 28-46, the Five Bears now moves up into that 4th ranking position.
There. All right, Jordan, let's meet our teams for the next match. Starting on the Red Alliance, we've got team 4607.
We welcome back their robot, Jiffy Pop. It's CIX.
And 3313.
Coming all the way from Alexandria High School, it's Mechatronics.
Wrapping up the Blue Alliance with 3042.
Coming from Apple Valley, Minnesota, it's Cobalt Catalyst.
On to the blue side. Let's hear it for 2472.
Coming all the way from Circle Pines, Minnesota, it's the Centurion.
Currently ranked number 2, 4663.
Coming all the way from Belle Plaine, Minnesota, it's Cyber Tigers.
And 2052.
From St. Paul, Minnesota, it's Nightcrawler.
We've got a thumbs up from the FTA. Pilots ready for flight. Drivers behind the line in 3, 2, 1, go.
Both CIS and Cyber Tigers moving towards that middle peg to see if they can get that first rotor spinning and autonomous. With 5 seconds left, Red Alliance gets that rotor spinning. It's like 3042 try to launch some fuel into that high efficiency boiler. CIS gets the necessary gear to get that second rotor going. Blue Alliance not far behind with 2472. Centurions with the gear in their possession. They just released it, and it's on its way up to that second rotor. Looks like Centurions is lined up to slow down that Red Alliance, trying to keep them from getting that third rotor going. With 80 seconds left in the match, we have a very close match here with a score of 110 to 101. The Red Alliance currently leads. Red Alliance working very efficiently to get that third rotor going. They only need two gears left to get that third rotor going, and one has already been in place. And with that, robots can start to prepare for flight. Centurions looking to get that gear on the peg and try to get that third gear going before time expires. Looks like Red Alliance has 2 robots up, and they are ready for flight. Cyber Tigers quickly climbing up their rope to get and be ready for flight. The Alliance partners not far behind with 2 seconds remaining on the clock. And with that, that wraps up qualification match 30. Red Alliance currently leads with a score of 250 to 176. Looks like the scores are in. Airships racing towards the finish line. Red Alliance crosses first with a score of 250 to 176. Also, if you're interested in cookies, college, and careers, talk to Blue Twilight. They are hosting an informational meeting on Monday, November 20th. Again, if you like cookies, talk to Blue Twilight.
face with all our fears. Learned our lessons through the tears. Made memories we knew would never fade. One day my father, he told me, son, don't let it slip away. He took me in his arms, I heard him say, when you get older, your wild heart will live for younger days. Think of me if ever you're afraid. He said one day you'll leave this world behind, so live a life you will remember. My father told me when I was just a child, these are the nights that never die. My father told me.
Jordan, let's meet our teams for match number 31.
From
I'm going to start on the red side with 2491.
St. Paul, Minnesota, it's No Mythic.
Currently in the pole position, ranked number 1 right now, we've got 4536.
With the robot fracture, it's Minutebots.
They are joined on red by 2823.
From Highland Park Senior High, it's the Automatons.
On to the Blue Alliance. Welcome back, 2574.
Coming from Minneapolis, Minnesota, it's Robo Huskies.
And they are joined by 3102.
From Nevis, Minnesota, it's Techno Tigers.
And 3184.
Coming from Burnsville Senior High, it's Blaze Robotics. Also, if your team 2574, 3848, 2846, 4607, 4859, and 6166, please be prepared to replay match 24 after qualification match 42.
All right, we've got a thumbs up. Pilots ready for flight. Drivers behind the line in 3, 2, 1, go.
Both Blaze Robotics and Minute moving towards that middle peg. Along with their alliance partners. The Knights shooting Boyle into high efficiently boiler. No Mythic flying down the field to get that gear. That's necessary to get that second rotor going. Along with their alliance partners, No Mythic, to start working on that third rotor. Looks like Blaze Robotics gets that gear up into the tower. They only need one more to get that second rotor going. Like No Minute Boss is playing some defense on Thingamajiggers. Like the automaton looking to get fuel into the high efficiency boiler. Techno Tiger still playing defense on the Mythic, trying to slow that alliance down and keep them from getting that last gear for that third rotor. And with that noise, robots can start to prepare for flight. Red Alliance currently in the lead with a score of 125 to 90. Looks like Blaze Robotics is the first one on their way up. And the Red Alliance simultaneously gets all three robots ready for flight. With 5 seconds left on the clock, Techno Tigers has been ready for flight. And with that, that wraps up qualification match 31. Looks like the scores are in. Both airships racing towards the finish line. Red Alliance crosses first with a score of 315 to 190. With that, Minutebots holds on to their #1 ranking position.
All right, we're coming up on match number 32 out of 42 qualification rounds. Following match 42, we have one replay. Following that, top 4 teams will be our alliance captains to select alliance partners for the playoffs. So you want to be in the top 4 to help control your own destiny. On Red Alliance in this match, we've got number 2 and number 3 in this current seedings. So let's meet our Red Alliance for this match. Starting off on their home turf, we've got 21.
From Savage, Minnesota, it's King Tech.
And they are joined by 2846.
Coming from the capital of Minnesota, it's the Fire Bears.
Wrapping up the Red Alliance with team 5690.
Coming from Esco, Minnesota, it's Sub-Zero Robotics.
On to the Blue Alliance. Let's hear it for 4277.
Coming with their robot Big Ben, it's Thingamajiggers.
They are joined by 2129.
From Southwest Senior High, it's Ultraviolet.
And 2957.
Coming all the way from Alden, Minnesota, it's the Knights.
All right, we're ready to go. We got a green light. Pilots ready for flight. Drivers behind the line in 3, 2, 1, go.
With that sound, we kick off qualification match 32. Looks like the airship pilot trying to get that gear on. With 2 seconds left, can they get it up in time? .4277 Thingamajiggers quickly gets that gear up and gets that first rotor going. Looks like the Red Alliance has the gears necessary to get that second rotor going. 169 maneuvering down the field very quickly. Looks like 2957 is trying to slow 2169 down, trying to keep them from getting that gear on. Looks like Red Alliance has that gear necessary to get that third rotor going. And they are now ready to start on that fourth rotor. Looks like Firebears has that necessary gear. Can the pilot get in the airship to get that first rotor going? They already have enough in place to get that third rotor going. That first rotor spinning. That third rotor spinning, and they are now ready to start on that fourth rotor. With that sound, endgame is ready to start. Robots can start to prepare for flight. Looks like King Tech is on their way up, and they are going to be ready for flight with 9 seconds left. 4277 Thingamajiggers is on their way up with 3 seconds left on the clock. And that wraps up qualification match 32. Red Alliance currently is leading with a score of 210 to 115. Looks like the scores are in. Airships racing across the finish line. Red Alliance crosses first with a score of 210 to 115. There was a yellow card assessed to Firebears for their pilot reaching outside the airship to grab a gear.
Jared is back with us for some game announcing. Let's meet our teams. Jared, starting on the red side, we've got 46-63.
The Cyber Tigers.
They are joined by 4607
CIS.
and 4198.
The RoboCats.
onto blue. Let me get this flag. There we go. Now we're set. 61-66.
Thor Robotics.
They are joined by 38-40
Teens into Technology.
and 26-67.
Knights of the Valley.
Got a thumbs up. Pilots ready for flight. Drivers behind the line in 3, 2, 1, go.
We now begin qualification match number 33. 4607 CIS delivers the gear to the red airship. And the Red Alliance is going to get that first rotor turning in the autonomous period, and the Blue Alliance does as well. .2667 Knights of the Valley delivering a gear to the blue airship. And it looks like the Blue Alliance has their second rotor turning. And the Red Alliance gets their second rotor turning. Blue Alliance is only one gear away from completing their third rotor. The Red Alliance has their third rotor spinning. 60 seconds left in the match. The Red Alliance leads 205 to 130. And the Blue Alliance gets their third rotor spinning. Seconds left in the match. Robots are now getting prepared for flight. 4663 is off the floor and ready for takeoff. Blue Alliance has 2 robots climbing. 1 robot ready for takeoff. 2 robots ready for takeoff. 3, 2, 1. That's the end of qualification match 33. The results will be in just a moment. The results are in. There was a yellow card assigned to team 6166 for reaching outside of the porthole. The match goes to the Red Alliance 305 to 270.
right, let's meet our alliances. Starting on red with some orange, we've got 30-26.
From Delano, Orange Crush.
And 24-72.
From Lino Lake Centurions.
And 38-83.
From Cottage Grove, Databits.
On to the blue side with 48-59.
From Byron, the Cybears.
And 36-30.
From Golden Valley, the Stampede.
Wrapping up the Blue Alliance with 47-78.
From Chanhassen, the Stormbots.
All right, we've got a thumbs up. Pilots ready for flight. Drivers behind the line in 3, 2, 1, go.
Welcome to the beginning of qualification match 34. The Red Alliance starts their first rotor in the autonomous period. And 3026 shoots some fuel into the high efficiency boiler. And the Red Alliance gets their second rotor turning. And the Blue Alliance does as well. .3630, the Stampede makes a gear delivery to the blue airship. And that's going to complete their third rotor. .50 seconds left in the match. The Blue Alliance currently leads 130 to 117. The Red Alliance only one gear away from completing their third rotor. 30 seconds left for qualification 34 as the robots begin to prepare for takeoff. .4859, the Cybears off the ground, and they are ready for takeoff. 2 robots are ready for takeoff on the Red Alliance, 2 robots on the blue. 3883 going up for the red. Will they make it? They do! That's the end of qualification 34. We'll have your results in just a moment. Here come our official results. The match goes to the Red Alliance. The score of 307 to 230.
We're getting ready for match number 35. Introducing our Red Alliance. First off, we have 25-12.
The Duluth East Daredevils.
Working with them is 33-13.
From Alexandria Mechatronics.
And rounding off the Red Alliance, we have 38-48.
From Kenyon Bots and Shining Armor.
Over on the Blue Alliance, our first team is hosting an event this coming Monday, 22-20.
From Egan Blue Twilight.
With them in this match is team 18-16.
From Edina the Green Machine.
And rounding it off is our rookie team 70-28.
From St. Michael Albertville, the Binary Battalion.
Quick announcement for those who have been using the safety glasses in pit. If you are no longer using them, please return them to pit admin. Again, if you've been using safety glasses with a maroon or gold zip tie on the bridge, please return to pit admin. They are currently out. thumbs up. Pilots, ready for flight. Drivers behind the line. Begin the match in 3, 2, 1, go.
We now begin qualification match 35 here at Minne. 25-12 is shooting fuel high in the air. And the Blue Alliance gets their first rotor turning in the autonomous period. And the Red Alliance gets their first rotor turning. Followed by their second. And the Blue Alliance gets their second rotor turning. Team 1816 delivering a gear to the blue airship. They're only 2 gears away from activating their third rotor. The Red Alliance is only 2 gears away from activating their third rotor as well. 50 seconds remain in the match. The Red Alliance has had 120 to 110. And the Red Alliance activates their third rotor, increasing their lead. Qualification match 35. Robots are now beginning to prepare for flight. (25-12) dilute these Daredevils off the floor. 1816 ready for takeoff on blue. 4, 3, 2, 1. And that's the end of qualification match 35. We'll have your official results in just a moment. And here come our scores. Qualification 35 goes to the Blue Alliance, winning 225 to 211.
If you borrowed safety glasses from pit admin and are no longer in the pits, please return them. They are currently out. To know what type of safety glasses belong to pit admin, they'll have gold or maroon zip ties on the nose bridge. So if you're using one, please return them back to pit admin. Jared, let's introduce our teams for match 36. Starting off Red Alliance, we have 3042.
From Apple Valley, Cobalt Catalyst.
With them is 2175.
From Woodbury, the Fighting Calculators.
And rounding off the Alliance is 3633.
From Albert Lee, Catalyst.
Over on the Blue Alliance, starting us off is 2052.
From New Brighton, it's Nightcrawler.
With them is 2531.
From Chaska, the Robohawks.
And rounding off this alliance, we have 4239.
From Wilmer, it's Warp Speed.
We have the thumbs up. Let's begin match 36 in 3, 2, 1, go.
We begin match 36 with the autonomous period. Team 2052 Nightcrawler activating a hopper. And the Blue Alliance gets their first rotor turning in the autonomous period. Team 2052 Nightcrawler shooting fuel into the high efficiency boiler. And the Blue Alliance gets their second rotor turning. The Red Alliance gets their first one turning. Pilots working together on the red airship to get their second rotor turning. The Blue Alliance is only one gear away from activating their third rotor. Team 4239 delivers a rotor to the blue airship, activating their third rotor. .45 seconds left in the match. The Blue Alliance leads 148 to 95. Team 2052 shooting fuel into the high efficiency boiler. 30 seconds left in the match. Pilots begin releasing the ropes to prepare the robots for flight. Team 2052 is off the ground for the Blue Alliance. 2175 is ready for takeoff on the red. 2 robots ready for takeoff on the Red Alliance. 3 robots. That's the end of qualification 36. We'll have your official scores in just a moment. Official scores for match 36 have come in. And it goes to the Blue Alliance. 216 to 195.
We are getting down to the last few matches of our competition. After that, we'll begin the Alliance selection for playoffs. We ask that every team please send one representative from your team and start lining up by the mini sign under the American flag. Again, we'll need one representative from each team for Alliance selection to line up underneath the mini sign underneath the American flag. We're getting ready for match 37. On the Red Alliance, starting us off, it's 21-29.
From Southwest High School, it's Ultraviolet.
Along with them in this match is 38-40.
From Isanti Teens into Technology.
And rounding them off is the host team, 21-69.
From Prior Lake High School, it's King Tech.
Over on the Blue Alliance, we have 24-72.
From Lino Lakes, it's Centurions.
Working with them in the match is 48-59.
From Byron, it's the Cybears.
And rounding off this Blue Alliance, we have 24-91.
From St. Paul, it's No Mythic.
Pilots ready for flight. Drivers behind the line. Begin the match in 3, 2, 1, go.
We head into qualification match number 37. The Blue Alliance gets their first rotor turning in the autonomous period. The Red Alliance has their first rotor turning. Team 2472 Centurions makes a delivery of the gear to the blue airship.
Let's live tonight like fireflies, and one by one light up the sky. We disappear and pass the crown. You're beautiful, you're beautiful.
And the Blue Alliance gets their second rotor turning. Team 4859 Cyber is making a delivery of a gear to the blue airship. Blue Alliance is only one gear away from activating their third rotor, and they get it. The Red Alliance gets their second rotor turning. The Blue Alliance has their third rotor turning. 45 seconds left in the match. The Blue Alliance leads 180-90. 30 seconds left in qualification 37. The robots now begin to prepare for flight. 48.59, the side bears up off the floor. They're ready for takeoff for the Blue Alliance. And 38.40 is ready for takeoff on the Red Alliance. One robot ready for takeoff for each alliance. That's the end of qualification 37. We'll have your official results in just a moment. And here come our scores. The win goes to the Blue Alliance. 230 to 140.
Just a reminder to team, we're getting down to the last few matches before line selection. We would like each team to please have one representative line up underneath the mini sign underneath the American flag. Again, we need one representative for line selections to line up underneath the mini sign underneath American flag before we're done with match 42. Thank you. Joining me on the microphone is now Samira. Samira, let's introduce our teams for the next match. Starting off with Red Alliance, we have 45-36.
From Central Senior High, it's the Minute Bots.
Their alliance partner for this match, 30-26.
Orange Crush from Milano.
And rounding them off is 70-28.
The Binary Battalion.
Over on Blue Alliance, we have the host for the MRI competition. It is 28-46.
From Roseville, it's the Fire Bears.
With them in this match is 38-83.
From Cottage Grove, the Data Bits.
And rounding off the alliance, we have team 1816.
The Green Machine.
We have a green light, thumbs up. Pilots ready for flight. Drivers behind the line. Begin the match in 3, 2, 1, go.
And they're up. This is qualification match number 38. Red Alliance has got their first rotor going. And the Blues not far behind. They're getting their first rotor. And drivers take control for the teleop portion of the match. Binary Battalion. They're working on getting a gear up to their airship. The blue has their second rotor going. The red also has their second rotor. And the green machine has just gotten a gear and is on their way to their airship. Minute bots, they're lining up. They got the gear. Looks like the Blue Alliance needs one more gear to get their third rotor going. It's a really close game. 115 to 115. Oh, but the Blue Alliance has got their third rotor now. The Fire Bears, they're lining up on the Blue Alliance airship. Seconds left in the match. And the Red Alliance has got their third rotor going. It's tied again. Oh, and we got the Binary Battalion. They're ready for takeoff. We've got one ready for takeoff on the blue. Two on the blue. Two on the red. It's going to be close. We've got all three on the red. And that's the end of qualification match 38. The scores will be out in just a few minutes. And the results are in. It's the Red Alliance. Red Alliance is the winner of match 38 with 305 points to 255. Minute bots are still rank 1. Selections, one representative is needed at the mini sign, and check in with Jim. Also, match 24 will be replayed after match 42. So if you're a team that played match 24, be sure to be ready after match 42.